I see a light in your eyes. I follow you so damn foolishly. You'd be the sweetest goodbye. Give me a heart trip exclusively. Take one step like the song in my head. It makes sense if you jump in my bed. I see the truth in your smile. I gotta swim to the I love you. We don't wanna spend this night alone. Messed up, I'm gonna walk you home. You'd feel the gravity of my heart. If I could, I would give you the moon. Say stop if I'm coming in too soon. Colliding like celestial bodies. Oh, oh. Celestial bodies. Celestial bodies. Oh, oh. Celestial bodies. Celestial bodies. Oh, oh. Inside your heart lies a pearl. Within the smoke, our dreams reveal. We're not a part of this world. I'd call you Venus, 'cause that's how I feel. Take one step like the song in my head. It makes sense if you jump in my bed. I see the truth in your smile. I gotta swim to the I love you. We don't wanna spend this night alone. Messed up, I'm gonna walk you home. You'd feel the gravity of my heart. If I could, I would give you the moon. Say stop if I'm coming in too soon. Colliding like celestial bodies. Oh, oh. Celestial bodies. 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 Celestial bodies. Oh, oh.
There's no use in looking back. Gotta laugh or gotta live. 'Cause I'm so over the past. And I'm living it fast. Underneath the strobe lights, ready for a crazy night. I can hear your heartbeat. Banging loud like a drum. Let me be your only one. Do you feel what I feel? wanna get to your clothes, gotta get it right now. I wanna push all the limits with you right now. So watch your feelings, the city's screaming, we're not coming home tonight. We're living quick in the world, gotta get it right now. People talk and tell what you wanna hear now, but they all disappear, they will let you down. So we better stick together, let's come whatever, we're not coming home tonight. We're living quick in the world, gotta get it right now. We only need the two of us together. I need only you in this crazy world. 'Cause we got love, love. I need only you here with me. You wanna get close to me, why don't you do it right now? You know we met for a reason, but you're trying to deny that we should be together. It's heavy weather, we're heading for tonight. You better take what you can, 'cause the time is right now. We only need the two of us. We better stick together, let's come whatever, we're not coming home tonight. We're living quick in the world, gotta get it right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, hello everybody! What's happening out there? Happy Thursday, everyone. Alrighty. We're avoiding work. We're hanging out. We're recovering from surgery. We're recovering from life. We're dealing with the traumas of the universe. And you know what? We're doing the best that we can, guys. And that's all that matters, right? We're doing the best that we can. Hello there, chat room. Carly says, bump that Harry on that like button and do what you're told. Listen to Carly. Or else. You know, I figured out what was wrong. I don't know if you guys watched last Monday night was a rough night for me, man. Rough night. I figured out why my stream was working so bad. I was running it at 1080p instead of 720. So this is 720p Dave. You don't need to see me in a higher quality. This is it. All right, folks? L-Dog bumped the Harry 2 hours prior. Bump it again. Keep bumping that Harry. Multiple bumps is what I'm all about. Actually, I think one bump will do. As long as it's an odd number bump, I will get your energy up there. L-Dog's ready to go. L-Dog just comes and goes. She's like... L-Dog's like the sitcom character who like lives next door, and she just comes in, opens the fridge, drinks milk out of the cart, and then just walks out. And you're like, I think we love L-Dog. I think she's part of the tribe. All right, everyone there. Week stream. Oh, yeah. Speaking of week streams, once you get into your 30s. All right, folks. Sarai's in the house. My indoor is still filling up. This time I won't drop my phone. Yeah, please don't. What an evening we had Monday night. Sarai got sauced. I think we had a Veronica getting sauced. A lot of people were drinking Monday night, and hey, I don't blame you. Get out there and do what you got to do, you know? Unwind. 100 degrees in Oklahoma. It is in the 90s here in Los Angeles today. We got the air conditioning on indoors, living our best life. The dog's looking great. Benevolence with a super chat starts it off right. When will they have trans girls on The Bachelor? You know, that's a great question, Benevolence. I guess it really, it's really up to the lead, you know? Will the lead specify that they want a diversity of, you know, I don't know, you know, there's, because in the normal world, the lead would, you know, the lead being, let's take Katie, for example. I guess we're going to jump right into it, right? In the normal world, if Katie was out at a bar and someone said, hey, I'm trans, Katie could say, oh, I'm cool with that. Or she could say, I'm cool with that, but also that's not my preference. And then they would part ways. So it would depend on whether or not the lead would be into that sort of, you know, attraction, if you will. So to answer your question, I don't know. L-Duck says, Dave, your hair looks lovely. You know what I do to get hair like this? I don't shower. Now, hold on. I shower, but then I take like a day of not showering, and I just let like life hit it, and then life hits the hair, and then this is what you get. Yeah, MTV Cribs, we got the new vlog is up. Thank you to everyone who checked that out. You know, do you guys want to be honest? Should we get honest about this? We obviously had a sponsor for that vlog, so we had to feature some products, which the products are fine and all, but not my general style of content I want to be making. But it's one of those things. We did like the house tour. You only do it once, right? And it was such a pain in the ass to do because, you know, you gotta. It's like, come on. Clearly, for those that know us, know we didn't show the clothing rack that we have floating around. Someone's like, where's the clothing rack? It's in whatever room we're not filming in. We're like moving stuff out of one room to film another room, you know? Unfortunately, we moved out of a 550 square foot apartment into a 750 square foot apartment, but then we bought in a lot of junk. So we're trying to make it work, folks. Sarah says you love the house tour. Well, thank you so much. I mean, I'll show it. Let me see if I got a clip of it on my page here. And yeah, I'd love it if people checked it out. And if you follow Tasha, we posted it on her page too, only for the reasons of she wants to populate her channel a little bit more, because we'll be doing, let me, well, hold on a second. This might be the right page. Okay, good. So let's do this. Dave Neal Vlogs. Oh, I don't even know how to spell my name. Dave Neal Vlogs. So Tasha, so here's the deal. Was it the ottoman trays and spice holders? Because I'm all over those. I don't know if that was a question for me or for someone else. Oh, Jess says you love the ottoman trays and spice. That ottoman tray was expensive. We have a lot of cheap stuff in this house. That ottoman tray wasn't one of them. Tasha had like a gift certificate to, you know, Nordstrom, one of those places. We buy the ottoman tray, there's pieces falling out. We've had to glue pieces back on left and right. But that's kind of, because we live in LA, we don't have a kitchen inside. We have an outdoor like kitchen area. And I'll show you. So the thing I love the most about, oh good, the advertisers are running. Isn't that nice? The vlog channel has advertisers now. It's going to make a couple bucks. Nice, 790 views, 130 upvotes, 0 downvotes. I will take that. I'm going to skip my own ads. But you'll see it. We filmed the whole event on an iPhone. This whole thing, of course, we didn't have anyone filming it. We like kind of faked it, right? So it's like me, and then we cut to the cribs thing, and then, put it on tripods, and then we cut to the, it's all fake, right? But what I loved at the end here is, check this out. You can tell the difference, right? The whole thing was filmed on an iPhone, but then watch this. The last part we filmed on our new expensive camera. You know, the camera I invested in before I had a gigantic vet bill? And I was like, this will be the biggest purchase of the year. And then Boone's like, hold my stomach because we're about to cause some problems there. He's recovering great. So we did the outdoor tour, and then we switched. You'll notice my hair. See my hair right here? The next part we filmed like a week later after I get a haircut. I put the same shirt on. It was probably dirty. So then we go from right here. I do this thing. Now watch this. Slow motion 4K footage. How sexy is that? That's beautiful, my friends. That's beautiful. And then was this with the nice camera? I can't remember. That doesn't look too good, but it was, whatever the point is. So thank you guys so much for watching that. I appreciate everyone who's checked that out. Oz says, where's Exhibit? That's right. No, Exhibit was Pimp My Ride, right? That I used to love that show, Pimp My Ride. Thank you to everyone who's leaving the nice comments. I appreciate that everyone checked it out. I expect to make a lot better content now that I have a dedicated vlog camera with a dedicated mic and all that. You know, I was vlogging with the GoPro. I was vlogging with the G7X. I really wanted to get like a really good quality setup so that I can start, and you know, whatever, no limitations. But I did want to tell you this. For future episodes of Tasha's Take, and I talked about this on the Patreon episode that I will release as soon as this live stream is over. For future episodes of Tasha's Take, which is the Bachelorette fashion videos, we're going to be releasing those only on Tasha's YouTube channel, which is right here at Tasha Courtney. Now, this is important, guys, because I don't want you to miss it. She had 100 subscribers like earlier today. She's at 145. So I am fully convinced in the power and generosity of you people. I told Tasha, we're just going to put them on your page. It was my decision. She goes, why? But like, your page is the one that makes money. And I said, your page, when it gets to 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, will make money. It'll probably happen quicker than my vlog page because Bachelorette's way more searchable. So we need to teach the YouTube algorithm to push your fashion videos. I don't know even how much of this I'm supposed to share, but I'm going to let you guys in on a little secret. Tasha had a great idea. So let me click on her page. So right now, she's just had other videos, old time stuff that we've made. Nothing to look, she posted the same version of our crib store, same exact thing. So, not much content, but she understands the power of building your own channel and the equity involved and all that. And we're trying to get her away from the other jobs that aren't providing that creative flexibility, the creative love and all that. And I'm saying, look, you're seeing how it works out. You're seeing how loyal the Bachelor Nation is. Her niche is fashion, whether she likes it or not. She knows everything about it. So there's always room for improvement. We've only done 2 episodes. She's going to keep doing that. And my thought is, and my hope is that the community will follow her to her page. Kylie says, YouTube, hold my beer. Absolutely. Just subscribe. All right. Love you guys. Jamie says, what's it called again? Her page is just Tasha Courtney. I just don't want to get screwed turning down a really good place for the possibility of a place I liked a little bit more. Oh, I guess I'm Lisa. Sorry, Lisa. I'm catching a side convo. Just subscribe. So thank you guys so much. So what's going to happen is we'll promote this when the new videos are up. I'm going to put the 2 videos we've already shot up on her page as well. And then once the episode's up, which will be like Tuesday morning, we shoot it Monday night. When it's up Tuesday morning, I'll just start pushing people over there after my content. We will lose a few bucks because, they make 80, 100 bucks a video, whatever the case may be. But I really want to figure out and let YouTube figure out that Tasha Courtney should be the name that is searched when you're looking for Bachelor fashion. Now, here's her great idea. She had a great idea. And I tell you what, and this is the Patreon video that I just made. If you're not a member of the Patreon community, this episode will be up audio only on the Sex Actually podcast, this app. But I just recorded this episode. It's a tight 34-minute episode about taking leaps. Now, you guys know when it comes to Bachelor content, we have the through line, which is The Bachelor. We talk about The Bachelor, The Bachelorette, social dynamics. When it comes to the podcast, it's dating advice, relationship advice, how to communicate with your family, how to communicate with your loved ones, and how to basically like get rid of the shackles of whatever has been stamped on us, right? Part of that is ultimate like authenticity with who you are and taking those leaps. And I know a lot of people, they're wanting to start their own YouTube channels, and a lot of people want to start their own newsletter and vlog and have their social media grow for their yoga studio. Whatever the case may be, in the end, all we can do is build the equity within ourselves. And I talked all about that with Tasha. She doesn't begin to know what her skills are. She talks about fashion. It's like this. She's got like a PhD in fashion, and she'll talk assuming everyone has a PhD in fashion. And when it comes to YouTube and all content that exists, there's 2 things that you need to have. Either entertainment or knowledge, or both. Now, there are plenty of my videos that are just entertainment. When we're talking about Dale's toes, we're probably not learning too much. Maybe you learned a little bit about the crown of your foot. I don't know. Some of my videos are informative. not much entertainment, heavy topics. And sometimes they're a little bit of both. With Tasha, she's got a ton of information regarding clothing and all that. One of her ideas, and I'd love to get your gauge on this. And part of me should talk about this with her. Look, I'm not gonna, Tasha, you're not home, are you? When she comes home from work, I'll get her on here. But she had a great idea to go through Pinterest and find the clothes that she likes on the show. So what was happening was you're looking at like shoes that we like and you go, oh, those are great shoes, but they're $700. And you go, oh, that's a great dress. It's $2,600. So Tasha's really good as like a fashion buyer to look at clothes and then find 5 options that are similar to something you see that's expensive, but a cheaper version that you can find elsewhere. So I think along with the Tasha's take will be weekly videos that are just very like, the buyer side of fashion. That's like, you could get these shoes somewhere else. They might be a different quality, but you can get a similar look at a much cheaper price or a less expensive price, whatever. So I think there's going to be, Ease4R says, how much do you get paid to promote people? When it comes to Tasha, I don't get paid anything. She's my fiance. So, I'm promoting her, because, what's the term? All tides raise all ships, whatever the case may be. So anyway, yeah, Kylie says my wallet needs that content. Yeah, I think it'll be good because that's what Tasha does. She'll be like, oh, I love that outfit. I'm not going to pay a fortune for it, but Revolve has it for $60 or whatever the case may be. So that will be some more content she makes. I'm just going to help her facilitate the tech side of that. That'll probably be just on her own. And then moving forward, the Tasha's take, I'd love for her to be like the one who, introduces it all, and I'll just ask her the questions, like the prompt, like, well, what did you think about that? Complete sidekick. I want to take a back seat to it. But, we didn't know what was going to happen with it all, and we still don't. But I think, I have faith that with her knowledge, that in the niche of Bachelor Nation, it's a good place to start to talk about it. And at the very least, learn a little bit about fashion, learn a little bit about the culture, the energy behind it all. Because, if someone like me, I don't have, look at me, I'm wearing a tank top and a shirt I got at Marshall's. I know nothing about fashion. But it's nice when she's like, what's your inseam? And I'm like, what's my inseam? She's like, yeah, your inseam, the measurement. I'm like, I didn't even know what that was. I just, I put the pants on, they fit good, So anyway, that's where you want to go to follow her for all that content. That'll be up there. Should we get to any voicemails? Let's see if there's any voicemails happening out there. Boy, what a crazy day today was, though. I think, what did I make? I made 3 videos. We did Bachelor in Paradise spoilers, which I won't be doing any spoilers here. Let's see if I can do this. Let me get you guys a spoiler button. Look at that. So let's do this. No spoilers. Just a reminder for people. If there's anything crazy spoiler-wise we need to talk about, I'll do it at the very end, but I'm pretty sure we're going to go full no spoiler. Oh, Sarah says, such a smart idea for Tasha. I'm glad you think so. I'll let her explain it better when, as it kind of develops. But I think the key is, a lot of times, and you guys might have the same problem, a lot of times there's like a sort of a perfection paralysis. So the idea that everything needs to be perfect. Now, you guys know me. I'm all gun and fire. I'm pulling levers. I'm punching buttons. I got a thing. I'm doing, I don't know what's going on. I'm all over the place. But for some people, they get overwhelmed by all the thoughts and ideas that it can be crazy. So, all I tell Tasha, we put it on the dry erase board. We tackle one thing at a time. I had to teach myself every single thing and ask a lot of questions to get all these devices work. But what we know, you might know from The Tipping Point, and I like the book, The Talent Code, is what might take you an hour to learn, to do like a synopsis, to go from like one thought to an action, might take you an hour to learn how to do something. But after a couple days, you might be able to do it in half a second. Boom. So the more that I've learned, it would take me days to set up this system right now. But now I know, flick those switches, let's talk Bachelor. And it's been invaluable to sort of learn the platform that will help me grow. And just as an example for you guys out there, whatever endeavors you're making, take the time to invest in not only equipment, whatever tools you might need to tell your story. Take the time, if you can, to invest. And it doesn't mean you need a $10,000 camera to make vlogs. You got your phone. That's by all means, phone and an iMovie is enough to start. But the more you learn and invest in yourself, the higher quality of the product, and it'll separate you. And, it could be life-changing. So, Plum's mom says only 38 likes, guys. Bump the Harrison for Dave. Please do bump that, Harry. If anyone has any questions they want to ask or discussions that you want to talk about for Bachelor Nation, by all means, we've got a few topics we can get into. It could be a good place to start with this. Why don't I play this video here? This is, and by the way, the audio is going to be very poor for this. Let me hide this Kylie comment here. The audio is going to be pretty poor, but this is Zach Clark talking about mental health, and this is a good launching point to discussion about just normalizing the fact that we don't always feel good, and what you can do if you're kind of having a rough day or a rough moment or a rough week to mitigate disaster. Let's just listen to what he has to say.
Yo, what's up, guys? It's Zach Clark here, living up in New York City.
Bad audio.
Raised in Philadelphia. Here to just deliver a quick message about mental health. For me, my big thing is do not mistake anyone's mental health for weakness. Just because, I've done some work in this department does not mean that I am weak. It's actually one of my superpowers today. It wasn't until I was deep into my drug addiction and alcoholism that I realized that I was having some really crazy thoughts. I eventually ended up, in rehab and was able to work with some healthcare professionals and share openly and honestly with other men, about what was going on with me. And that was just such a powerful and freeing experience. And today, the good news is I'm doing better than I've ever been. These crazy thoughts are few and far between. And when they do come up, I get to, go for a run or talk to some of my fellows or do whatever I need to do to kind of keep going. So to everyone out there who's struggling, there is hope. To the men out there who are a little embarrassed about this, it's no big deal, man. It's just like anything else. Be honest and it'll set you free. All right? Peace.
Wow. Yeah, there it is. Good jumping off point. Using Bachelor Nation as a platform to not just share normalizing mental health issues, but to share that, look, you're not alone. Sarah says Zach is so inspiring. He is. Elizabeth's going to join Tasha's YouTube. Please do. Get over there. Maybe I'll make Tasha do some live streams too. We'll do some full Poshmark 10-hour try-on live streams. Zach is inspiring. Look, here's the deal. As soon as you understand the casino is going to always win, maybe you stop gambling so much. That doesn't mean you can't make some money playing poker, but the casino always wins. The ego will always try to sabotage you. Social media will always have you feeling less than. Just understand that. So when you're scrolling through Instagram and you're starting to feel this weird thing, you gotta go, man. You gotta go. So like for me, today started off kind of weird because I'll scroll social media. I'll be looking at my accounts. What are we gonna talk about today? What are we gonna do? And then sometimes I'll get stuck on reading the wrong thing and I'm comparing myself to someone else. To compare is despair, all the terms. So we've all got something different that triggers us. Some people, it might be seeing somebody's baby or someone's marriage. It triggers you because maybe you want something that someone else has and you're not there yet on your journey. For me, it has always been a career placement. Like, I'm not far enough. I'm not touring. I'm not doing this. So when I see other comics on shows, it's such a place of scarcity within the stand-up community because there are so many more comedians than there is stage time that I'll feel less than. And then I have to remember, no, you idiot. I've got this great audience, this awesome following, this and that, and I have to go on a run, do some push-ups, clean my room. Physical acts of progress help me overcome moments of stagnation, right? So you should never drink water from a pond or a lake. It's going to make you sick. You want to drink water from that, bumbling river that's always constantly moving. I'm not saying in life we need to constantly move, but when you're feeling a certain way, find out what it is you do to get yourself out of that way. Even if it's something you don't want to do, put your shoes on, get out there and do it. Get out there and do it. Maybe it's going to get groceries. Maybe it's calling your mom. Maybe it's an action that just resets things. So for Zach Clark to talk about it, work out. Now, it's not the same for everyone. You can't just say, hey, buddy, just go bench press me. That doesn't affect everyone the same way. Some people might need quiet alone time. I like to just put on music or listen to something mindless, and I like to go work out outside. I got a little gym I go to. There's a little outdoor park area. It couldn't be more simple what I need, but sometimes I'll overpack my schedule. Sometimes I'll put myself in a scenario where I can't do all those things, Or even the food I'm eating will give me low energy. If I, decide to stay in on a Saturday night, eat a couple of pizzas, sure, that's going to feel good. But then afterwards, I'm going to be like, what am I even doing with life? It's the same feeling if you drink a little too much the next morning. You're like, who am I? Why did I do that? So I think we all get that. I think we all understand. Let's see if there's any voicemails going on here. Yeah, it's just a good friendly reminder once in a while. We do have a lot of voicemails. Are these all from today? We got a lot of voicemails. I just want to say thank you for sharing all the content. Let's just get into these. I don't know. Some of these are from a few days ago, so let's just start banging these out. Let's see if
Hi, Dave. It's Tree from Hollywood again. I just want to say thank you for sharing all the content and stuff that you do. And I just want to tell you how much I enjoyed your Vlogmas you did. You and Tasha ran around Hollywood for Christmas. That was so cute. And your drone work. And obviously, little Boone, he's a little sweetheart. Anyways, thank you for everything, and thank you for sharing your life, and I'm really enjoying all the things you do.
Thank you so much. That's
Have a
very
good night.
sweet.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. That's very sweet. Yeah. Vlogmas this year, my hope is that it becomes like extra. Last year, it took a lot of time. I was on unemployment. I was like, let's just dive into it. Let's make a lot of content. I literally got 300 views a day. For those people that watched Vlogmas, it was a fun ride. It felt sad by the end of it. It was like over and I'm doing like drone shots into the sunset. It was an emotional month to put that all together. I can't wait to do it again. It was very interesting though. I'll always have Vlogmas on, I'll always have a quarantine Vlogmas to look back on. And those videos will always exist and I can watch those back. A ton of fun.
Hey Dave, it's Karen from Canada. Big fan of the show. Just wanted to, I know you're Katie. I think she made the right choice in letting that guy go right away. She's trusting her gut. Women's intuition. A lot of times we ignore it, and then after the fact, months down the road, after the guy screws up, we're like, we should have listened. We should have known. We saw this coming. Katie's trusting her gut on this. And even though there wasn't any hard evidence that dude did anything wrong, she's trusting herself. And I love that about her. She's trusting her instincts. She got rid of him right away. I've been sick and tired of watching all of the drama, the pettiness in the past seasons. And she just seems to be cutting it right off. Immediately. And like I said, she's trusting her gut, and I love that about her. So women's intuition, you gotta give it to her. I'm a big fan, both of Katie and you.
Thank you.
So yeah, enjoy your day, and I will keep watching.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Katie is great because she's like, 30, 31. So she's kind of learned how to set boundaries, be healthy. I read this the other day that's like, whatever your parents' trauma is, you don't have to accept that as your burden. Like the idea generationally speaking is that whatever imprints we had that we grew up with, that we cut that off and don't pass it down to our kids. She did such a great job. She does a good job of setting boundaries. Like, no, this isn't healthy. Stop doing this. Here's what she posted on her Instagram earlier today.
A new rule for myself. Anyone who wants to message me about my part.
Listen to the music.
Or my fashion or lack thereof. I'm just gonna block you. I mean, I know a lot of you guys don't hate about it. You're just like giving me like friendly suggestions, but like when you get them every day, it's just like, god damn. Look, I'm just like your fucking girl who somehow became a bachelorette. But you know what? I've said it before, I'm gonna say it again. It's not about the wrapping paper, it's the gift inside.
I think she's very aware of how cheesy and corny she is, and that's what makes her. I think that's great. Let's go to Bethany in Oklahoma. You're up.
Hi, Dave. This is Bethany from Oklahoma, and I just wanted to tell you what a marvelous job you are doing and always keeping us up to date.
Thank you.
And in the incredible community that you had brought together and the support that you get from that community. Hello, everyone. This is my first time calling. I thought I should finally call in. Thank you all for everything, and thank you, Dave, for all the work you do, and your beautiful fiancée, Tasha, all the amazing work she does, and always keeping us up to date. Have a blessed day, y'all. Bye-bye.
Bethany in Oklahoma. Boy, what is it? I mean, what is it about a nice just sweet Southern accent that gets me feeling emotional. What a nice call, Bethany. Thank you so much. And it's always fun too, because like you never know where like someone's calling from. You never know what their story is. Let's play another one. Nicole in Arizona, you're up. Oh, here we go. Is it going? Oh, hold on. We had this problem the other day. It keeps on disconnecting. 1 second here. Let's go to Nicole in Arizona. Come on now. You got this, Nicole. It's not you, it's me. Come on. Hold on, folks. Hang in there. It's called Bluetooth. Heard of it?
Just wanted to say, it just feels nice to finally have...
Let's go back to the beginning.
Hey, Dave. It's Nicole calling from Arizona, originally from Wisconsin. But just wanted to say, it just feels nice to finally have a normal season. I know the Claire Tasha and then Matt James season, it had a lot of drama, and that was great, but it just kind of feels nice to have a more normal season again, especially after the cluster F that was last season. And then just as far as Chris Harrison, too, I'm kind of happy to have him out, because especially last season, I found him so corny and cringy. And a few seasons back, he's already been starting to be kind of just too corny for me, so it's just kind of nice to have something new. But anyway, all right, talk to you later. Bye.
Nicole, thank you so much. I love that you go. It's nice to have a normal season. Oh boy, we haven't seen episode 3 yet. We'll have to see how it goes. Yeah, so far pretty normal. I do think there's going to be a crazy finish. And I'm not just talking about the fantasy suite. Hey folks, come on. I think there's going to be some interesting finish that's going to happen. But I think also, I don't know. Do you guys think Carl's going home? I think they got to keep Carl around for a little bit. I think he's bananas enough that they got to keep him around for a little bit. We'll have to see. Tom Sellers says, what's this live chat about? I just stumbled upon it. Well, Tom, we talk about Bachelor Nation, the TV show, the dating show, but also I'm here to take any voicemails. You can ask any questions. You can give any advice. If it's blatantly crossing the line, we just ban you and we move on. But if it's something where you've got an opinion you want to share, or you've got a gripe, or if you want to just sing us a song, you can go ahead and call the number 401-213-9828. Let's go to Emma in Ohio. You're up next.
Hi, this is Emma. I'm from Ohio, and I just wanted to give my thoughts on the end of Katie's season. I predict that she's going to end up alone, single, but happy. They seem like great guys. I love Andrew S. Greg, I'm not like everybody else. I have a different opinion. Not that he's bad, but I just am not in love with him like everyone else. But I hope Katie finds true happiness.
Good call. Yeah, a lot of people think maybe she ends up single, which would be fine if that's the way it ends. You know, I was watching this. I think I'll have to make a separate video about this. But you know what? I was gonna show you something, but I'm gonna save it for tomorrow. Just the conversation about, it's okay if she ends up single, if it wouldn't be crazy to think that one of these 30 guys isn't her guy, but at the same time, maybe it does work out, who knows? Either way, she's doing what I think the show has become meant for, which is not only finding love, but, sort of just normalizing this like new dating world we live in, normalizing the world we live in. And it's one of the only shows that really shows the sort of like where we're at with society, like it unearths, like scripted TV can only go so far to unearth like a lot of issues within our culture, but the show brings that out. It shows people's past, their present, their true colors, and it shows that collectively we're all living in like sort of a shared society where we have a lot of different opinions about things. And the show is not going anywhere anytime soon. Let me tell you that. All right, Sheriff, you're up.
This is the Sheriff here. I can't really trust Carl. He's got to be one of the worst contestants out there with his motivational speaking. I can't trust people that are motivational speakers or self-proclaimed motivational speakers unless you're Mr. Phony Robbins, as you said, Dave. It's not gonna go well. You're just trying to bark up the wrong tree with motivating people, and it's just he's gonna be a super villain. And I also think Michael, the dad, is gonna go far, and the 31-year-old the 31-year-old on the show, the virgin guy, he's gonna go far. Katie seems to like him too. So yeah, keep it safe in the chat, everyone, and we'll catch you later. Okay, bye.
Oz, the sheriff. Thank you so much, my man. I'll post here. That was Oz there. You can donate to Oz if you would like. There is his PayPal. I need a better looking way of doing this, but there it is. Right, maybe I'll put it right back here. Is that a good spot? Down here? There it is. I'll put it right there for now. And band and trolls, left and right. Let's play some tunes in the background here. Let's get back to that beach vibe we've been doing. Playing some tropical storm music right here. Yeah, there'll be another villain. They're saying Thomas might turn into a villain. We'll have to see why. We'll have to see why. With Thomas, the previews show. Let me play another voicemail, and I'll see if I can find those previews. But it looks like Thomas might be there for the wrong reason. And for them to say, oh, you only went on the show to then become the Bachelor, it's like, well, look, isn't that the greatest consolation prize? You get heartbroken, but then you get a contract. Imagine last time you got dumped. Remember last time you got dumped? We've all been dumped. Imagine getting dumped, but then being handed a check for $250,000. But it really is a check for like a couple of million. Because people say, what is it worth becoming? What is the Bachelor worth? Well, they get paid a couple $100,000, but then chances are, unless they blow it big time, unless they're racist or whatever the issue may be, sexist, chances are they get a good platform and they can earn a living from that. We saw people like Becca Martinez. She bought her home, from her winnings, which is Bachelor, having a platform, which is not a bad thing. It's you vote with your dollar, people follow you, you then get influence. It's all about equity, right? So imagine if it's not the worst case scenario to think like, I thought about what it would be like to become Bachelor if it didn't work out with me and Katie. Of course. All right, why not? All right, let's play a voicemail from one of my favorite callers, always extending us a lot of grace. It is Grace in the District of Columbia.
Hey Dave, it's Grace from DC.
Hey Grace.
I just saw your video on the Bachelor in Paradise crew. I won't say as far as spoilers because I know this is for the live stream. I'll just say, online there could be speculation, just like any other previous cast members, but that Demi might be coming back to Bachelor in Paradise. And I would say, even like just speaking hypothetically, if she were to go back on, that would kind of surprise me. I guess it doesn't really make sense to me. Last time they really, the reason why people are continuing to bring up that, she in particular already had her chance was because last time they really botched the format of trying to incorporate, Demi into this heteronormative box. And they don't really have any other cast members that I think are openly, whether it's bisexual or lesbian, women loving women type people. So I don't know if she switched personally. It's not that you switch. It's just, it doesn't seem like the format this time it might have the same issues that it had before for her. And I think the Bachelor producers, they're not going to really handle this well. And it seems like it's just setting things up to be a little bit problematic. I understand for her, she wants to make some money and she can continue to put herself out there and then continue to do advocacy and, all of that. And it makes sense for her from that perspective. But it just kind of surprised me that, hypothetically she would go back. And I don't know if that is particularly going to go over well. I guess theoretically, just to wrap this up, that maybe they could have the Australian cast people come on. I don't know if the timing of that works with when Australia is going to premiere, if someone's going to be eliminated there and then can go on and be aired in Paradise. But I don't know. Maybe that's the only way that they save this format and make it not completely problematic. Okay. Sorry, that was long. Goodbye, Dave.
Thank you. Thank you, Grace. I appreciate it. You really towed the Egyptian tow line there with not spoiling anything. We'll have to see. It's kind of like people saying, oh, David Spade's going to be the worst host. It's like, we're going to have to see. I mean, maybe, but I don't think he'll be bad. You know, people said, "Oh, he was horrible on the Circle, that dating show," and it's like, well, they taped it live. You know, it's a different thing. Chances are he's going to be a fantastic host, and maybe if someone like Demi is on the show, maybe because they already botched it, they won't botch it again. My thought is with Bachelor in Paradise, they're going to be taking a lot of swings for non-heterosexual romance. That's just my thought. We'll have to see. We really don't know. The idea that, and I love this, the idea that the U.S. Bachelor in Paradise crew might intermingle with the Australian Bachelor in Paradise crew is amazing. It reminds me of like when the Mighty Ducks, not the original, but the second movie, they ended up playing like, the Norway team or whoever the other team was. They had it's like the Olympics. Do we get Bachelor in Paradise Olympics where we take our sexiest, funniest, finest people and pair them up against the Canadians, the Australians? That would be a lot of fun. Thank you so much for the call, Grace. I appreciate it. Now in the comments section, Tom Sellers, I appreciate your comments there. The truth is we do have like 90% women in the comment section. So to get a guy asking a question, I love here. And the question is he basically says he wishes it was back to old school romance. Old school romance, I guess, courting, men being gentlemen, taking it slow and getting to know each other with no pressure and social media distractions. I guess that's what I mean by wishing it was old school. Dude, I totally get it, man. You watch a movie, but seriously, like think about it. When a lot of people say like, oh, I like the old days, a lot of times people will be like, oh, the day, you'll think of all the negative parts of the old days. But there was plenty of positive things that worked. Now look, most people up until recently married someone that like was from like within a mile radius of their house, some crazy number like that. My fiance, Tasha's parents were neighbors growing up, which is insane to think about. With regards to an old school way of dating, don't you love, and maybe this is just like the romanticizing stuff, but don't you like love seeing like the romance movies where there's like a guy and a girl laying down on the street at 2 a.m. watching the lights turn from green to red? What movie was that? Going to the ice cream parlor, living in small town USA. It almost feels like that just doesn't exist anymore. Getting to know somebody, wondering when you're going to see them again when it's been a few days. I mean, I haven't been in single and it's been like almost 8 years now. So like, but remembering like you drop someone off after you hang out and you say, oh, have a good night. And then you start driving away. Then you get home and you text and say, I hope you got in okay. Like there's nonstop communication now. So I do totally understand the idea of like slowing it down. And I don't know if we can always get back there, but we can set boundaries to say, all right, listen, I don't think we should follow each other on social media right away because I want to get to know you and not know everything about you before I find out organically. Like there are ways that I think you can take things back to an old school romance, whatever that is you're looking for. It just becomes more like putting yourself into a scenario versus a scenario already existing for yourself. And that scenario might be not messaging each other all day, every day, not tracking each other on social media, Colton Underwood. It might be a scenario that's more like, just like old school. I mean, every movie we see, like a carnival in the 70s, and you're watching this show, and it's like, oh, like I remember like was on a cruise or something, and like we didn't have cell phone reception back in the day. I don't know if international waters were on a cruise, and there was a girl that I was into, and we just had to like run into each other. And it was, cruises are big, 5,000 people, and you're like, oh, I can't wait to see her. I don't know, maybe I'll see her at this bar, and there was this kind of like piecing together the thing that like built the romance versus now where it's like, hey man, you want to smash, you want to bump Harrison's? Like, what do you know? Anyway, so anyway, that's just my thoughts on your old school comment. I get you, man. I get you. All right, let's go to Jen in North Carolina. You are up. Let's hear from you.
Hi, Dave. This is Jen from North Carolina. I've been watching your content since pretty early on, probably before February, actually.
Yeah.
I don't know at what point I subscribed, but wanted to say I'm a big fan. I'm not someone who likes to interact much, but only interact to spread positivity. Love your content. And yeah, big fan of what you do, and big fan of Tasha and the season and Katie, and yeah, keep up the good work.
Thank you so much, Jen. You know, someone just commented, Jen said, Sarah says the You Up text. Yeah, that was the name of my podcast before it was called The Sap. It was called You Up. And I still have if you go far back, you'll hear the old episodes calling it You Up. But that's the society we've come into. If anyone has any voicemails you want to leave about a old time relationship you had or an old time courting that you had that you know, you can wax poetic about, leave a call. You know what I mean? Like, let me know. I'd love to hear it, especially some of the people that dated before cell phones. Like, it's cool to just hear, like, I mean, you know, you remember, I mean, I'm born in 85, right? I got my first cell phone when I graduated high school. I was right on that cusp where, like, everyone had a cell phone in college, but in high school, only a couple people had them. Like, you'd borrow your mom's cell phone, and, you know, to go, if I had to go meet up with friends, I'd borrow my mom's cell phone for, like, an emergency. But, like, there was barely any texting. It was T9 texting, so you had to, like, triple tap things, like it was Morse code. So, but, you know, you remember those days where you got to make that phone call. So you go, okay, I'm calling Rebecca. Now, if Rebecca answers, this is what I say. If she doesn't answer, this is what I say. If a dad answers, burn the house down and just never talk to them again. You know what I mean? And then all of a sudden, you know, it's the nerve-wracking. And, you know, you just wonder, you know, I've talked about this in stand-up with my younger brothers, how, you know, I had a bit that I don't even do this bit anymore, but I got a brother who's 18 and I wanted to relate to him. So I was like, hey, Jack, you been getting girls' phone numbers? And he goes, no, Dave, that's super creepy. And I was like, what are you talking about? Creepy? You get their phone number. I was like, if you don't get their phone number, how do you find them out? And he was like, you just get their first and last name and find them online. That's all you do. You find them online. I was like, oh, that's not creepy at all. I was like, what if you don't, you know, get their name? How do you find them? He was like, you just set your Tinder radius to 5 feet and use it like a metal detector. You just go back to where you met and you just wait for it to beep. And that's the world we live in now. So, you know, it's, you know, I mean, you know, it's a game you got to play. You know, everyone says, oh, I hate online dating. And it's like, yeah, I can only imagine. There's just a lot of people that, you know, but I always say the best online app to use for online dating is Yelp. You just go to your closest bar with the least amount of dollar signs and say hello to someone in person. I mean, believe it or not, the amount of time that we spend meeting people online, it's actually quicker to go meet someone in person. Now, of course, pandemic, different environmental issues, you know, but like if you like to do something, go do it. And give someone a reason to talk to you, okay? You know what I mean? You know, don't go to Applebee's and sit at the booth in the back where no one's going to approach you. Get up in the nitty gritty. Get up by the bar. Get up by where, you know, if you do karaoke, get up by where you write the name down and you look at the karaoke, but get in the mix. Get into a situation that's going to start a conversation. And that's got to be very tough if you're introverted or if, you know, whatever the case may be. But, you know, you got to get out there, folks. All right, here we go. Next call.
Hey, evening, everyone. It's Sarai.
Sarai.
So I just want to say the last live stream was a lot of fun, except when I had to drop my phone in the hot tub I was in. Whoopsie. But now I have an outdoor pool that I'm now just finally setting up because it's over 100 degrees up here. I think it's the highest. It's going to be 105. Ugh. Anyway, I'm from Riverside. I should know about hot weather. Anyway, this is going to be a fun live stream. I just have a feeling, and I will talk to you guys in there. All right, bye.
Thank you for the call, Sarai. Hanging out in her pool. Rub it in. We get it. I wish I had a pool. Oh, I look forward to that day. Don't get me wrong. When this YouTube channel blows up and I get pool money, I will be live streaming. I will be floating down the live stream with a nice little microphone kind of dangling from a string, and I'll just, you know, big Mai Tai. That looked like I meant to do Mai Tai, but it looked more like a weed. We'll do weed and Mai Tais. That'll be some nice merch. Weed and Dave Neal, power recapper, weed and Mai Tais. Just me being like, what are we talking about? All right. Okay, here we go. My husband of 19, let's read this. My husband of 19 years and I met at a job interview. He became my boss. It was love at first sight. After the interview, I told everybody that I just met my future husband. Wow, Crafty Beach. That's a great one. That, you know, in today's world, you'd say, well, he was in a position of power and that was a power dynamic. But, you know, that obviously exists. But, in some cases, yeah, it works. Some cases it works. So thank you so much for that comment you had there. Let's see what else we got. Let's go. Let's see. I only have one voicemail in the pipeline. So if anyone wants to call, now is your shot to call in. Let's go to Doug.
Dave. Hi, friends. It's L Dog.
Oh, L Dog. Sorry.
I second
Doug.
Oz's observation of Carl. And is anybody else kind of getting sick of like the Bachelor show obviously having someone there that Katie doesn't like, that she has to keep picking for the rose to keep the drama on the show? We all know it's for ratings. Like, can it just be genuine for once? Is anyone else thinking that? Bye. Love y'all.
L-Dog, thank you so much for the call. And Tasha just walked in. Hey, Tasha. How are you? I got some fresh carrots over here if you want some carrots. Carrots and ranch. You didn't eat your lunch? Come eat your lunch. We're discussing dating before cell phones for all the people in their 30s and older that dated before cell phones. Did you enjoy dating before cell phones? You didn't date before cell phone? Well, yeah, that's the thing. Is Tasha's 2 years younger than me, and she literally was at the cutoff where she would have been like a sophomore in high school when she got a cell phone versus, because one person said, this guy said he misses the old school way of dating. And of course, the ladies in the comment section, no offense, ladies, were like, what do you mean old school? Probably expecting him to be like, when women cooked and made us sandwiches. That's the old school dating I miss, is when women cooked and made nice sandwiches. Send a sandwich in if you don't mind. Send me a super chat sandwich. Oh, wouldn't that be nice if someone could send a sandwich? Do you want to have a seat? Jimmy John. Send a Jimmy John. You want to sit down over here? Come on, have a stool. I bought you a stool. So I got a $30 stool. Oh, tell us about what you're wearing. Actually, Tasha, you're gonna be shocked at how many new subscribers you got. Here, have a seat. Hold on. Come on over.
I got subscribers?
Yeah, come on over.
On my YouTube?
Yeah, we'll check it out.
No, I'm embarrassed. My YouTube only has 5 videos.
They're
all horrible.
Say hi to everybody while I gotta adjust this. You're in a you know what you sound like? You sound like the way you sound when you've had an edible. Did you just get good news or something?
No, I'm just excited to not be at work.
That's good news. So I talked about this on the Patreon episode, which I'm releasing after this, but I talked about we always talk about building equity.
Oh, look, you got your planner.
Yeah, I've been using this planner. So every day, now this planner
I told him to do time blocking.
This is actually sometimes if I don't have too much going on in my planner, I'll use it for the next day, if there's still space on the planner. But yeah, I was talking about how at some point the cocoon of Tasha Courtney is going to bust open. You're at a place with a lot of your work where you're
maybe
kind of just
before I'm 40.
Well, I mean, but that's the thing is you don't realize like I was saying, you've got a PhD in fashion and you don't realize it because you've normalized this culture that you live in. So you don't realize that other people, the ladies in the audience, would totally love, your fashion take. But also, and I didn't share the full gimmick behind it, but I talked about, the cost saving Pinteresty sort of content.
Giving away all my secrets, Dave.
But no, what I was doing was hyping. I was hyping you. So
hyping me up.
I'll show. So if we just go back here, I was just showing some of the contestants here. But if we go to your page here, now you'll see you're at 148 subscribers.
What did I have 5 before?
Well, let me look at this. If we click on this, let's see if it goes up at all, because I haven't looked in a little bit. But the live streams don't have the most viewers on them. It's more of a loyal crowd. But let's see what the numbers are at now as it slowly loads, and I'll be able to judge over here by looking down here. 160.
Wow,
look at that, guys.
Thank you.
You guys got Tasha 160 here, and if you don't mind, there you go. Let me just pull you to the side. Who are you wearing today? Tell us about this little waffle cut. Here, stand up. What's the what's it called? Let's go back to here. What's it called when you do like a shirt the cutoff? What's that called?
Cutoff?
That's just a cutoff?
Raw edge.
It's called a raw edge?
Yeah.
Raw edge is what I call when you have sex in a hot tub, folks.
Ew.
No, this didn't make sense. Because, I don't know, lubrication, you get. Sarai knows what I'm talking about. She dropped her phone in the hot tub last episode.
Oh, no.
Sarai, you know what I love is when someone is like drunk calling and then they'll leave more voicemails as they get more drunk. I love nothing more than that. So if anyone out there is hitting the booze bottle there, by all means.
I'm going to go get my water.
Are you going to come back? So,
Would you
I
like
don't
me
have
to?
you. I thought I don't have you set up in my phone, but I wanted to look at an up to date on your subscriber count. But yeah, you just jumped all these subscribers, and you haven't even released like premiere content that's only available on your
What
channel.
are you talking about? Premiere.
Well, like this is like this videos that I'm looking at is also.
Did you upload my other videos?
No, they're still in the draft, so they'll I'm gonna push them when when the time comes. But anyway, so. People are asking questions about how we met. I feel like we do that story too often. Let's see if I think some men struggle with confidence, which stops them approaching women. I think the secret is don't overthink it. Yeah,
I think everybody struggles with confidence.
Yeah, Tom and I have been talking about this where like everyone, I'm going to speak directly to the audience. Tasha, she's an expert in a lot of things, but it's not approaching men. She's never had to hit on a guy in her life. When Tasha wants to get flirty, she'll just poke me like I'm the Pillsbury Doughboy. Okay, so that's she relies on eyebrows and smiles. Okay, when it came time to us, when we saw Nick Lachey at the bar, and I was like, let's go talk to him. I've never seen Tasha get so nervous in her life. Okay, so everyone does struggle with confidence, but it is expected in society that men make the move, and that's very hard to do. And I don't think that's changing anytime soon. If you don't make the move, and there's a girl worth talking to, another guy will, and you're gonna watch him leave with that girl, and you're gonna wonder, and there is nothing worse than that feeling. Nothing worse at all. So yeah, all you can do is it's kind of like with comedy. You bomb enough to where it doesn't hurt you as much to bomb, and then that's when the growth happens. If you can learn to talk to people in a way that's completely detached from needing there to be an outcome, then you'll develop the confidence and all that. So yeah. Bethany was watching us from the pool today. Very nice.
So nice.
Nice. Bethany's got the pool. She's recovering, of course, from her spine surgery. So.
Really?
Yeah, Bethany she was in Colorado, I believe, right? And she had a full spinal. Now Tasha's been. You can share your. I think her issue was very different.
Were you injured?
Yeah, and thank you so much, Sarai, for the super chat. Just left a voicemail, so we'll go to Sarai's voicemail.
Let me go get a water.
Tasha's gonna get a water and some lip gloss, please.
Chapstick,
lip gloss. Go do what you got to do there. Who's the one that's nervous? Okay, let me turn this down here. Who's the one? I'm trying to get back to the top of these comments. I was born in '89 and had a cell phone by age 12. Now, Sarah Winks, you were born in '89. Sarah, what's the story behind Sarah Winks? I'd love to know more about you. Can we get a biography? Can you give us a paragraph biography about Sarah Winks? I feel like we know a little bit about you. My kid has had one since he was 2. So Sarah, now, whenever I think of someone younger than me, I'm always surprised they have kids. And then I remember I'm actually not young anymore. And I'm like, oh yeah, that would make sense. If you're 4 years younger than me, you're 31 and you've got kids, that makes perfect sense. But I'm still mystified that humans can replicate. It's really bizarre to me. But anyway, my niece and nephews all had serious developmental delays from being preemies. They were all on iPads early with educational games. Nothing wrong with it. Helped them tons. Well, that's great. Obviously when it comes to devices, who knows how we would be with our kids. But, you do like a lot of my character, I think, came from a lot of alone time growing up, a lot of playing with Legos and going fishing by myself and bike rides. I spent a lot of time talking to myself. I really did. I really spent a lot of time developing I like hanging out with other people, but I also can I can chat my ear off. Boy, you think we're having fun on the live stream. The conversation I have in my head will exhaust you guys. Trying to get back to the top of the comments. Tara just subscribed to Tasha. Thank you so much, Tara. Trying to get to the back here.
I wanna get to you.
I think men should make the first move, although it would be flattering if a woman approached me, says Tom. Well, the truth is, to really get down to the nitty-gritty, normally women make the first move by, and again, I don't, call in if you disagree, but I think a lot of times women make the first move by making some sort of eye contact that it will initiate when the men should make the move. Now, that doesn't always happen. Sometimes you might go up to a girl that's never seen you before, but sometimes you're at a bar and a woman will lock eyes and smile and maybe whatever. And it's like, is that a clue to talk to her, or is she just happy with her friends? I mean, there's so many scenarios. Men a lot of times I'll hear women say, man, I want the confidence that men have. Men have so much confidence. We walk around thinking we're God's gift to life. Everybody wants to bump Harrisons with us. And part of the truth is, it's not necessarily a confidence so much as it's in like the code for men to I'm single, I'm looking, I'm on the prowl. Who's that? What you got? We're very like ADD single guys. And part of that's like, well, that's what kind of keeps the gene code going. You know what I mean? Now, obviously you want to find someone who reciprocates and appreciates you, but it takes a little bit of a magnetism there. Not like, some Pepe Le Pew crazy go after somebody, but like a little bit of like, so if, it's probably very rare that two introverts are going to meet at a bar. Unless they both accidentally, bump into each other, whatever the case may be, it's kind of rare. You need someone to kind of like pull in the other person in a way. I don't know. Tom says you can't beat a good smile and making eye contact with someone you like. I think that's an age-old science that's been around for millennia. Eye contact is important. Absolutely. Dude, you're right on it. That's absolutely right. And that I always said this, that like online dating can be tough if the charm that you have is more or less something that's okay. You know what? Let's do this, for example. Let me go back to the page here and find these guys here. So when we look at all the bros, you got ripped guys, you got jacked guys, tattoos, not everyone on The Bachelor is going to be the guy that stands out right away. So the question is like, what is your thing that's going to separate you guys? Of course, we had Connor. I mean, come on. Let me go back to my page here. Did you guys see this yesterday? Connor Falcon is his Instagram. It's Connor Brennan. Let me pause this other music here so you can listen to this. So Connor's like, he's an average bloke. He's good looking, but he's not like tall or this or that. Listen to him. Oh, hold on. So, I mean, this guy, he's not going to win a beauty. He's a good looking guy, but he's not going to win the contest of who can out bench press the other on the show. He's got a skill, a charm, a way with words. And before he even picked up the guitar on Katie's season, he was able to talk to her in a way that showed he had put in the hours of like learning to communicate. Now we know this, like, if I can tell right away if there's a comedian on stage who's like very new to comedy, you can just hear something in their voice. The body does a lot with nerves, where you can tell if someone's nervous, and it's counterproductive to like ladies, right? You would think that you would want a guy to be nervous when he talks to you because that means he's like really excited to talk to you and he's nervous and he's all these emotions, but that's not what women want. You want a confident man. You want a guy who's like been there before. You want a guy that's going to talk to you like you're an equal, not some like, oh my gosh, like I can't believe I'm tongue-tied. It's so counterintuitive. So the deal is like it's kind of like muscle memory in a way where you need to be able, like, how authentic can you be? How authentic can you, like I talk about this with my thing. I've done recaps for a long time, but the more content I make, the more fluid I become in the way I talk to people and the way I rant and this and that. And it's kind of just like a muscle. It's not about what you're thinking. It's about how you get your thoughts out the door, and also like all that technical stuff. And with comedy, there's a lot of technique behind like coming off like you're like, we talk about competence and what are the two words, Tasha? Warmth and competence. So you need that in everything in life. You need a good, like Elon Musk doesn't have much warmth, but he's got a ton of competence. You trust this guy because he's a genius. Then you got guys that have a lot of warmth, maybe not so much competent, but there's a combination there. When you see someone like Connor, he's got warmth, and then when it comes to like knowing what he knows about his musicals, there's a ton of competence here. So anyway, I posted this video of Connor, and then he wrote, Dave, I'll play Piano Man for you any day, my friend. Thanks for the kind words. And now I've got a new best friend on the show. It doesn't take much to win my heart over. Sarai says, don't forget about my voicemail. All right, let's go to the voicemails again here. Let's go back to them. Okay, is this all right? I think this is all right. I don't know.
Dave, it's right. So you said that we have a voicemail about old kind of standard relationships. Well, I had one. I think I should know how old I was. I was 20. I was about 20 years old, and met my ex, now ex, on actually collegeclub.com, an old social media outlet online, and we were friends before then. But then when I was about 20, I'm like, maybe I can give this guy a chance. He lives in San Diego, but he's really nice. He's so
another long distance, all right.
So then we started exchanging emails, and then the emails turned to chat, and then we started talking on the phone, and then we actually wrote letters, actual letters. And then us being the romantics, we would actually record our letters on cassette tape.
Wow.
And mail them to each other. So that way, that's just we're like right there with them. So it lasted for a little over a year. Unfortunately, it just didn't work out. The distance became too much for him, not for me. But and he was older than I was. He was, I think, 6.5, 7 years older than me. But everything happens for a reason. So, but yeah, that was my old-fashioned relationship. We took it slow. We got to know each other, and we did talk about getting married. We talked about having kids, but it just wasn't meant to be. But so that's my story. All right, bye.
I mean, that's as old school as you're gonna get. They carved out some love letters to each other on cassettes. I mean, say you were born in the 80s without saying you were born in the 80s. Oh, the old mixtape love. Oh yeah, I gotta love that. You're mid love making, and then you gotta pop the cassette out, put it back in there, and that makes that awesome noise, that noise. Gosh, you gotta love that noise that it makes. All right, we got Lisa Reed up. She's the next voicemail. Last chance to call in voicemails, 401-213-9828. And I do love all the chatter from people talking about joining the Patreon. I appreciate it so much. We're at 111 Patreon members. I have a new thing going up right after this. It's just, I'm going to hit publish and it'll go right up. It's just, and you maybe save it for Friday because it's really, I just really want to get your day started early. But I want to thank all the people on the Patreon. These are all the new members. Nicole, Elisa, Kimberly, Joy, Lona, Franny, Karen, Whitley, Grace Ann, Affable Frog, Lindsay, Derek, G.E.S.T., Stephanie, Jana, Susan, Liz, Emma, Vivian, Layla, Elizabeth, Deborah, Sarah, Debbie, Haley, Natalie, Leslie, Rebecca, Jerry. I think that covers all the ones from the last week. So anyways, I mean, come on. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. And yeah, all right. So let's go back to Connor and see what he's up to now. So yeah, I stumbled upon this set.
Yay.
It's only got 268 views, and it's a digital set list. So people were giving him recommendations on what they want, and he would just play it.
We played it last time. Hopefully we'll play it again next week. I don't care.
Tasha, you got to listen to this.
All right, you guys. Looks like the family's tuning in. Looks like Shirley's here. Oh, good. Aunt Missy and Uncle Tom saw it. Great request, you guys. Thank you for letting me hear that one. All right, next up, we've got some Brown-Eyed Girl.
Oh, nice.
Folks, we need some requests up here on the board. I want to know what you guys want to hear. So remember, you just go on your phone to digitalsetlist.com, and hopefully you can figure out how
just
to
reading
put in
your
some
comments,
requests.
guys.
Let me know what I'm playing next. Little Brown-Eyed Girl. Let's get you singing and dancing. Folks, in your living rooms or wherever you may be, cheers. Let's have a drink. Raise a glass to freedom, in the words of Hamilton. Ooh, there's an idea.
Good question, Tom. Would you rather have someone cook or take you out to dinner? I think first date, you got to go out to dinner.
Hey, where did we go? Days when the rains came down in the hollow.
Thank you so much, Kim. Kim just pledged, Kim in Canada just pledged on Patreon. Thank you so much. That makes 112 Patreon members. So I'm going to move forward to the next song because this is one of Tasha's favorite songs.
singing, everybody. I could hear you even 500
This was during the
miles away.
pandemic he
That's
did
how
this.
loud you were
Now imagine he's a teacher, he's a dueling pianist, which is like, basically a
this one is
bar
from Papa
busker.
Brennan. Mike, this one's for you. One of my
And who knew what
favorites.
was going to
I haven't
come to
played this
him?
one in a while, so
And he's only got 13,000
sticks.
He sings Hakuna Matata in this thing.
Oh, it looks like Jake was playing.
You know what the thing is though is people in Bachelor Nation don't value musicians until like they're famous, because people are like, oh, I don't know about him, and I'm like, no, this guy's really, really talented. Like all of these songs he's performing, were requests, so he's just rattling these songs off.
I'm sailing away.
Connor, if you're listening, call in. You see that he responded on Instagram. He said, I'll play Piano Man for you any day of the week. Then I changed my pants.
Free to face the life.
Good falsetto.
On board, I'm the captain.
GJ said he's not gonna have 13,000 for long.
We'll search for tomorrow on every
Yeah, Sticks. This was the graduation song that everyone would cry to.
Lord, I'll try
You hit those notes.
to carry on.
I thought Connor needed my help turning the volume up. Let's see what we should jump to. Yeah, Old Crow Medicine Show.
Oh, really?
Well, that's why I wanted to play for you.
In the summer sky.
I don't think 99 red balloons. I don't think he's playing these in order though. So just
and you wonder why.
Don't mind me, folks. Is this Phantom of the Opera?
Phantom of the Opera. Beautiful song. That last line, "You alone can make my song take flight." Our choir director at these choir dinners would sing that.
Shall believe I.
I'm just trying to get to the Old Crow Medicine Show. Lisa left a voicemail. All right, I'll go to Lisa's voicemail. Tom Seller says, this Connor guy's talented. Yeah, go follow him on Instagram at
Thanks so much,
Connor
you guys.
Falcon.
That's one I wrote a while back that we played with Woodrow.
Oh, he has a new song? All right. This is what he wrote. It's always good to play originals.
I've got you.
All right, we're going to go to a voicemail. All right, let's go to Lisa's voicemail. Here's Lisa. Let's see what she has to say.
Hi, Dave. This is Lisa Reed in Colorado.
Chipper.
I wanted to say about the Bachelorette first that I think, hot take, Carl is going home in the next rose ceremony. And I don't think they'll keep him around as the villain just for the sake of it. I feel like Katie is going to put her foot down and say no thanks to Carl. That's just my opinion. Otherwise, in my life, little update. I'll try to make this brief, okay? I'm applying to rent houses in Boulder, and I saw two that I liked, and I applied to them both. I got accepted to one, and I think I like the other one more, but I'm nervous to accept or to deny the one I got accepted for on the off chance I don't get the other place. Although I've been told I'm the only applicant so far. They just haven't reviewed my file. Other thing is the one I got accepted for is just one guy as the landlord, and he's super nice and great at communication. And the one I'm waiting on is like a management kind of company. So they're the same price. The one I'm waiting on is a little bit bigger. So I'm trying to decide
what I should do. What would you do if you were me? Comment below. Everybody else. Anyway, nice chatting, and I'll watch you on the live. Bye,
I
guys.
feel like it's like when you have two guys after you, and she's like, "This guy already wants to bang me, but this guy's bigger." What do you think should be? What do you think she should do?
Or like when you've applied to 2 places and you're like awaiting job offers. I think you got to reach out to the second place that you're waiting on and just be like, listen, I've, been accepted at these other places, but I really do like yours. So I need to know within the next 48 hours if you would like me as a tenant or not. And put some fire under their butts to get you an answer. But there is a benefit to having like just a individual as your landlord versus a property management company. I mean, I guess it could also go the other way. Like maybe he's like, isn't there a commercial running right now where it's like your landlord DIYs everything and there's like a big hole in the wall? Like,
Yeah,
it depends.
Whereas
But if
our
it's a
landlords have
nice-looking
been
place-
amazing.
Yeah, property management companies tend to like, I don't know.
Our landlords have been great because
Shove
they
things
live on the same property, so of course they're not going to try to piss us off. They're going to try to like fix a problem. But we've had nothing but good stuff. As far as Lisa's concerned, she's the perfect person you'd want in your place. She's short with bangs. I mean, that's harmless. You're not out there hoofing around. You're just quiet like a rabbit there. Are rabbits quiet? I did that, and they said they're closed until Monday, Tasha. Even though I said I needed to know today or tomorrow.
Well,
I say you wait.
I don't. I say sorry. They're out of luck.
But that's the place it's the place she wants to be.
Yeah, I guess if being in this situation has given you like the clarity to know that is definitely the one that you want, then that says volumes. And maybe wait, if
keep going. I'm playing some music in the background.
but if you're still kind of on the fence, maybe this is a sign. I guess is where my head's at.
So do you want to talk about the videos you're gonna make on your YouTube?
No.
You don't want to workshop those?
No.
Am I gonna be involved? I'm not gonna be on camera with you for the other stuff, right?
Why not?
I don't know. I just figured you might want me I could be
Maybe.
I could be off camera running the stuff for you.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, who is this in the background? He's got somebody?
Check.
I think it works. Probably works. We might both have to sing this one. Just
I
stay
don't look
close.
as nice as you. I just went to the laundromat.
Nice. Okay, everybody, this is Sam.
I bet he cleans up at the when he
Wagon
plays
Wheel.
piano.
Oh, let me hit.
Is that your
play
song,
on
Wagon
it.
Wheel?
And do you want to play the egg, Sam?
So this is I looked it up.
Okay,
Piano
let's have a
Fondue
big,
is like a production
virtual
studio.
round of applause for Sam Sardina.
So he doesn't
everybody.
have a big
And we're gonna
YouTube
do-
following or his Instagram small. He's got all
He's
the
been up there
talent
for a
for
while.
Heading down south to the land of the pines, thumbing my way into North Carolina, staring up the road, pray to God I see headlights. I made it down the coast in 17 hours, picking me a bouquet of dogwood flowers. I'm hoping for rally, I'll see my baby tonight. So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me. Rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, mama, rock me. Running from the cold, up in New England. He was born to be a fiddler in an old-time string band. Baby plays the guitar, Sam plays the egg.
He's got.
Yeah.
This is just blood.
North Country winners keep forgetting me now. Lost my money playing poker, so I had to believe. Ain't no turning back to living that old life no more. So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me. Rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, mama, rock me.
All right, it's time for Sam's egg solo. Take it. Folks in the comments, make some noise if you love Sam Sardina's Egg Solo. Woo!
Thank you.
Heading due south, out of Roanoke. Caught a trucker out of Philly, drank a nice tall Coke. He's headed west from the Cumberland Gap to Johnson City, Tennessee. I gotta get a move on before the sun. Hey, my baby calling my name, and I know that she's the only one. If I die in rally, at least I will die free. Acapella, let's hear it. So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me. Acapella means you too.
I forgot.
Rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, mama, rock. Everybody at home, let me hear you sing. So rock me, mama.
Thank you.
Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me. Rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, mama, rock me. Hey, mama, rock me. Hey,
Let's listen to one more.
mama, rock me.
I can do this all day. If people want to stay around. I just got work to do. No, come on, stick around for a minute. This is good. This is good for the soul. Look at him. He's tickling those ivories. Everyone wants their ivories tickled by Connor. All right, so let's see what else he's got here. He had Hakuna Matata.
Fly me to the moon. Let me.
I'm not gonna play that one though.
In other words. In other words.
Is this up here like what's coming up
I thought so, but I think he picks and chooses.
Well, my own seed shall be so.
Those are requests. So I wish I had a better way of doing this, but I'm just randomly choosing.
Yeah, I know, and
Okay, I already did that. Just I want to
opera and perform a couple of the songs. It was amazing.
I want to just
there it is. 99 red balloons floating in the summer sky. Panic bells, it's red alert. Something here from somewhere else. War machines.
You can go watch this on YouTube. Just search Connor Brennan. Go check his music out. Sarah says I could listen over and over. Connor's extremely talented. Yeah, isn't he? I mean, look. I mean, you know, we're all here. This is Old Crow Medicine Show. No, there was a. I was trying to find. And it's so annoying. There's no time code of what I was listening to some. You know, when he was playing the other day, and he had Lion King. Anyway, all right, guys. All right, you know what? I'm going to pause on that. We'll take our last voicemail, and then I'm going to get out of here. Here we go.
Hi, Dave. I love watching your show. You and your beautiful fiance. Wow, you look out. She's gorgeous. Anyway, I'm liking Katie's season. It is a breath of fresh air.
Mm-hmm.
I just definitely feel like she's going to get played, and a lot of them aren't here for the right reasons. But Cara is a speculator and definitely was just causing drama. Bye.
Yeah, you know, that's great. You know, a lot of people were saying they love that Katie was like telling the guys how she felt, which I think is all good. But you remember, she told Greg, like, you're going to be around for a while. And I'm like, all right, that's great and all. But at the same time, let's let this guy, you know, it's kind of like the old school dating we were talking about. Like, let's let him wonder and fight for it and all that jazz. We'll have to see how it goes. I'm not saying she's not going to make him work for it. We'll have to see how it all goes. Anyway, why don't we do this? I'm going to get out of here. So why don't I just end on one of Connor's songs? So let's find a good Connor song to end on, and then I'm going to get out of here. And of course, if you haven't already, after this video, go to Tasha Courtney on YouTube and subscribe to her. Set your alerts up. That way when she releases the next Tasha's Take, you guys will be right on board. And if you want more content and just want to support, you can go to patreon.com/Dave Neal, and that will have a video up pretty much as soon as this is done. I'll post it as soon as this is done, so you guys can go watch that or save it for the future or whatever you want to do. But I appreciate all of the support that you guys have been giving me. And also, if you do, send Connor a message and tell him you heard his beautiful voice and his great musical skills on my live stream there, because I want this guy to know that people really value what he brings to the table.
Told me I was cute. Felt my cheeks turn red.
I'm just gonna find a song
it
here.
helps just to have you here, hanging out and watching.
Whatever
so
this
thank
next
you guys
song
so
is, this
much
is gonna be it for me.
for hanging out. Let's do some Elton John. And technically this only goes till 8, but if we've got some requests stacked up, I can go a little past it.
Yeah,
So
Tom
get
Sellers,
those
thanks for joining us.
requests lined up. Let me know what we're going to be playing. All right. Don't Let the Sun Go Down on Me. Beautiful song.
All right, Don't Let the Sun Go Down on Me. This is going to take us away. Ladies and gentlemen, Connor Brennan singing Don't Let the Sun Go Down on
Happy
Me.
Sunday. We made it through June. Now it's July. One day at a time. So
1
cheers,
year later.
everybody.
1 year later, we get to meet this man. And on the way out, hit the like button on this video if you haven't already. We'll see you with plenty of content coming at you tomorrow. Thank you again for all your support. Appreciate everyone. Everyone have a good evening.
I can't lie. No more of your darkness. All my pictures seem to fade to black and white. I'm growing tired. Time stayed still before me.
Go on his Instagram.
Frozen here.
Support that.
On the ladder of my life.
He lives in Nashville. You get lost. There's a lot of talented musicians in Nashville, but he's
too late.
Get him on Listen to Your Heart.
To save myself from falling. I took a chance and changed your way of life. But you misread my meaning when I met you. Close the door, left me blinded by the light. Don't let the sun go down on me. Though I search myself, it's always someone else I see. I just allow a fragment of your life to wander free. But losing everything is like the sun going down on me. Here's the part where in the live version George Michael starts singing. I can't find all around romantic. Actually, no, I think he sings the first verse and then Elton sings his verse. Whoops. Somebody knows that. See me once, see the way I feel. Don't discard me.
Crafty Beach, congratulations. That's amazing.
Think I mean you harm.
Make that money.
These cuts I have, they love to have them heal. Don't let the sun
tell him you want a fantasy suite
I
duet.
search myself, it's always someone else I see. I just allow a fragment of your life to wander free. But losing everything is like the sun going down on me.
You gotta remember, these are requests. He didn't plan to sing these songs.
Everything is like the sun going down on me.
All right, let's do one more. I'm gonna do one more here. Let's play one
That's
more.
for Sam Sardina, everybody. And we're gonna do a little wagon wheel for you.
We already did that one. Okay.
This
I'm
one's
just
gonna
trying to
be
find it. I'm trying to find.
He shall believe.
I know this is so annoying.
Believe on.
All right, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna get out of here. All right, you guys have been fantastic. I'm taking up your time. I'm gonna get out of here and go spend some time with the fiance. You guys know where to watch this. You can go to the link there and support that. I'm gonna upload the Patreon episode now, so you guys can go check that out. Thank you guys so much for all of the support. Hey, and shout out to Crafty Beach for getting monetized your first week. You're starting to do well. Just keep it going. Keep that foot on that gas. Enjoy the process, and good for you. You're gonna be getting a nice paycheck from Google AdSense. All is good. We're happy for you. Crafty Beach has her husband in there. Hey, tell your husband he needs to reckon with you making money on a YouTube channel. Just have a hug at that. Just think about that. You created something, people watched it, and you're getting paid. And that's the way it works. And I'm glad you're getting reciprocated for that. Congratulations. It's not easy to get there. A lot of content to come, folks. Stick with us. Let's have fun tomorrow. Let's be kind. And stay positive. Let's self-actualize. And let's wish Lisa Reed and Connor beautiful children. Lisa, shoot your shot. Leave him a comment. Say you have a crush on him. And who knows, maybe he'll tickle your ivories. Who knows, folks? We'll have to see how it goes. All right, there we go. I'll play him out as I leave here. Goodbye, everybody.
He was born a pauper to a paw on a Christmas day. The New York Times said God is dead. War's begun. I've been tossed as a son today. And he shall believe on, and he shall be a good man. He shall believe on, tradition with the family plan. Oh, he shall believe on, he shall be a good man. He shall believe on, and he shall believe on. He shall be a good man, and he shall believe on. And tradition with the family plan. Oh, he shall believe on, and a good man. He shall believe on.
Good night, guys.